Hi everyone, this is Theo from ParkerBlocks.com. Today I'm going to show you these 3 fountain pens that were sent to me by Benu pen, a company based in Russia. So let's take a closer look at them. This is the packaging box. It's a small cardboard box that is dark gray in color, and the pen is inside this wrapping paper. So let me just move this string away and open this up. So these are some instructions talking about the pen. They are made with non-toxic high quality resin. Do not drop the pen, do not let it contact with abrasive materials, and keep out of reach of children. I have already unboxed all the 3. Now these pens are actually in the mid-range category. They are not budget pens from what I can see from the website. They are priced around US $90 to $120 depending on which pen you are getting. Benu fountain pens are grouped into 3 different series. They have the classic, the ornate, and the sublime. These 3 pens that I have here, they belong to the classic series. And as you can probably tell, these pens, they are rolling around very easily. They do not have pen clips on the cap. I prefer the clip. So let me compare the size to the Pelikan M200, which I have here. The Pelikan M200 is a very small pen. So the Benu fountain pens, they are also quite small, as in short. So they are a bit shorter compared to standard fountain pens. The length of each fountain pen is 12.6 cm. Let's take a closer look at this particular model first. This is called Blazing Gold. So let me uncap this. This is a screw-on type of cap. There is a nice shimmering look beneath the resin. This is gold-plated brass, and the surface finishing is very glossy, very reflective. The nib is gold-plated stainless steel. So that's the design on the nib. They come in fine, medium, and broad. That's the feed section behind. Let me show you the ink cartridge that is included. This is the Snyder Standard Shot International size. It's a very small ink cartridge. This is a very small opening. The ink converters from my Sailor, Platinum, and Pilot fountain pens, they are not able to fit into the Benu pen. I found an ink converter that I have with a small size opening, and it was able to fit, but this is a bit too long. It's almost as long compared to the body of the pen, so I'm not able to fit the body back in. So let me put this small cartridge back and put the body back. This is the look and design of the pen when it is uncapped. As mentioned earlier, this pen is rather short, so I have rather small hands and it feels just right in my hand. The back, it doesn't extend all the way out. There is no way to put the cap behind. It's going to drop off, so don't do that. So you have to use the pen like this. It feels quite good to hold. I think overall it's quite comfortable to hold. Alright, let me show you the other 2 pens that I have. The earlier pen was Midsummer Bronze. This is called Blazing Gold. They use some sort of crystal resin for this. This is also gold-plated brass here, and the finishing is glossy. There's actually a lot of solid particles inside the resin that is glittering and reflecting light. It's actually quite mesmerizing to look at the cap and the body. And you can almost see through to the ink cartridge that's inside. Let me show you the nib again. This is gold-plated stainless steel nib as well. The design on this nib is the same as the one that I showed you earlier. This is a fine nib. And here it says Schmidt iridium point. This is the grip section. You can almost see through to the feet that is inside. So it's a blend of transparent, gold glitter and black resin. The shape of this pen is similar to Midsummer bronze, but this feels a bit lighter, just slightly lighter. The last pen I want to show you is called Mystical Green Silver. This is rhodium plated brass compared to gold plated brass. The surface finishing is very glossy, and beneath that surface is some glittering. I'm not sure what that is, but it feels like very soft sand, silver green colored sand. I'm not sure what's the black area. I cannot see any texture, but it's the glitter that's the highlight here. So that's the body of the pen. Let me uncap this. So the glitter actually does not extend to the grip section, so this part is just black. The design on the nib is the same, except this time it's not plated. This is just stainless steel. And that is a broad nib. Alright, it's time for some writing samples. This is the broad nib. It's very thick. The nib writes very smoothly on the paper. Ink flow is great. Let me switch over to using a medium nib. So this is the medium one. And this is quite smooth on the paper as well. And now let's switch over to the fine nib. The fine nib has more tactile feeling on the paper, so it's not as smooth compared to the medium and the broad. And lastly, I want to compare that to a fine nib from the Pelikan M200. Let's go through the writing sample again. So the lines from the broad nib, they are very thick. The medium is a bit thinner, and the fine is much thinner. I think the medium and the fine are probably the nibs that most people would get. And this is the fine nib from the Pelikan M200. It's slightly thicker compared to the fine nib from the Benu fountain pen. Writing performance is quite good. Now I'm going to use the pen to draw something. This is the broad nib. It's quite smooth on the paper. The nib glides along quite nicely. Since the lines are a bit thicker, they use more ink, so this is going to use up ink quite quickly. And now I'm using the fine nib. Let me switch over to using the other side. I can get some really thin and light lines, but it feels very scratchy on the paper, and the ink flow is not that good on this side. So let me just turn this over again. Overall, the build quality and writing performance is quite good, and the pens, they are very beautiful, especially these two. So I think they are priced rather reasonably. The only thing I want to mention again is the lack of a pen clip. Personally, I prefer a pen with a clip, but that's just personal preference. Overall, I think they are really quite nice. So that's all for my review today. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If you want to find out where you can get one for yourself, I will put the link in the video description below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.